I don't like lead magnets and webinars as a long-term strategy for warming up prospects. I believe that writing a book and using a book as the front end for your business is a much more effective way at attracting the type of client that I believe you actually want to work with. My name is Brian Elwood, and I've published 3 books that have generated close to $1 million in back-end client revenue for my coaching business. If you've thought about writing a book to grow your business, but you're not really 100% sure how it's really going to make things better, let's pull back the hood today and make that clear. We're going to cover the 3 core reasons why using a book, that was the back of the book. Let me turn these around. Why using a book as the first touch point that a cold prospect has with you will attract the perfect type of client and make the sale of working with you high ticket easy. Reason number 1 is trust. Google did this huge survey where they tried to determine how long does someone have to interact with a brand before they can make a purchasing decision. And they found on average, people will spend around 8 hours with a brand before they buy. That 8 hours is spent determining whether or not they can trust that person and seeing if the brand matches the core principles and values that the customer has. This is similar to how relationships develop. You might meet someone new over the course of seeing them again and again. You've racked up a total of 8 hours with that person. At that point, you have an idea of what are the principles that this person lives by, what things matter to them. Do I think they're a good person? Do I share the same values as them? What interests do they have that overlap with mine? And do I feel like I can trust this person? If the answer is yes, you may end up being good friends. When it comes to making someone into a client, there's one additional thing. They have to think, hey, this person is legit and they can help me solve a problem that I have. Books act like this bonding agent between you and the right people. At least once a week, I'll open up my inbox and have a DM from someone who read one of my books. And sometimes those messages feel like a long lost relative located me after decades. The messages will say, Brian, I read your book. I really resonated with it. You and I share a lot of the same values. Here's my story. And then it's boom, multi-paragraphs, lots of backstory. I end up working with a lot of those people in a high ticket engagement, and I barely have to do a sales call. It might be a 20-minute call just to go over the details. It's so different than getting leads from like paid ads to a webinar and the person gets on the call and they're like, I forgot why I booked this call. What is it you do again? I just don't want to mess with that. I want to put a filtration mechanism between me and the audience. And that leads me to reason number 2 is books act as a filter. I'm gonna let you guys in on an important secret. Book readers are much higher quality prospects for your business than anyone else. People who read nonfiction books are personal growth type people. You only want that type of person as a client. You want clients who are driven, motivated, they're into personal growth, they read books, they take personal accountability for where they are, they take action, they don't make excuses. Those are the type of clients when I wake up and I see that I have a call with one of them, I'm genuinely excited to hop on that call because I know that we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to celebrate wins. We're going to make progress. You do not want clients who are lazy, unmotivated, making excuses, showing up to the calls late, blaming you when they don't get the results that they are after. And this isn't 100% true across the board, but if someone doesn't read books, it's kind of a red flag, right? Because books are like the best thing on earth. It's like $10 for this life-changing wisdom for someone who is just like, nah, I don't read. Do you really think that person is going to join your coaching program and just start taking massive action and seeing results? Sure, there's going to be some outliers, but for the most part, having a book as the front end, it's like the bouncer for the club, you know, who are you going to let in as a client? These do a fantastic job only letting in the highest quality prospects, and bouncing the rest. Reason number 3 why books work so well is books are paradigm shifting. So if you asked me, Brian, what are some of the most important things that you've learned in life that have helped you? I'm going to rattle off things I learned from books. Eckhart Tolle's 2 books, Eat for Health by Dr. Joel Fuhrman, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Each of those books taught me 1 or 2 core philosophies that I carry around to this day. But if you said, Brian, tell me about a lead magnet or a webinar that totally change your life, that's kind of a joke. I can't think of anything. So if you write a book and you use it as the front end for your business, you're really going to be helping people in advance and changing their life before they've ever paid you very much money. And that sets the relationship off on a really great start. But I mean, in the big picture, it's like, do we really care about how many clients we get? Or if you zoom out to the end of your life, do you care more about the overall impact that you make on the earth while you're here? If it's the latter, then books are going to be the vehicle for doing that at scale. Most of the people that read my books never reach out to me, never talk to me. I'm assuming that there's a good number of them who have been really positively impacted. And this is why I love using books as the front end for getting clients for my business. I love to be able to filter out the people that would be great to work with. I love to establish trust with those people early on. And I love to help them in advance, regardless of whether or not they choose to work with me. And if you also like this idea and you want to position a book as the front end in your business, you can learn exactly how to do that with my book, Get Clients with a Book. You can get this for the cost of shipping plus a ton of bonuses at getclientswithabook.com. But before you go, I want to end this video with a huge caveat. Not everybody should write a book to get clients for their business. Some creators should put their book idea to the side for 6 to 12 months and lay a necessary foundation upon which you can add a book later. So if any of the following describe you, I would not write your book today. If you're a brand new coach or creator, if you're not clear on your offer or your niche, if you haven't worked with clients yet, if you're not sure about your program or your process, or if you need to make money and get clients ASAP, I'm going to recommend a different set of steps for you in order to get off the ground. Implement these steps over the next 6 to 12 months, and then add in your book. You can learn what those steps are in this video right here. Appreciate you guys being here. Subscribe if you found this valuable, and I will see you in the next one.